What's up, guys? Trevor here. Welcome back to Megabuster Squad. I have Felix here. We're gonna just fucking start this off. Screw the introduction.
Alright, so in the last episode, we took care of the rest of the Sky Dominion for the second time.
We're gonna have a long story, specifically Felix.
So get ready for this forest road trip as I tell you the story of a man named K.
That's not his real name, but we're gonna not.
Yeah, we're gonna just call.
We're gonna make sure not to get sued.
Yeah, we're just calling him K.
Yeah.
So I went to a high school that I would call average. You got your cliques, you got your people who are just like, ah, yeah, I'm the rich kid. Look at me with my AirPods. Oh no, he can't hear us. You know?
Well, I mean, this was before AirPods were really a thing. You know,
but
whatever.
Here's the thing. Those were the kinds of people. I had two stories, actually. This one's a little shorter. We're going to call this guy Jay. Okay. He was one of the snobby rich kids, but he absolutely despised doing any sort of work whatsoever. And I remember the teacher confronted him about it, said, hey, yo, literally, you are going to fail this class and get held back if you do not get your shit together. And, like, this was senior year, so he just was not going to graduate. And that's a pretty devastating thing to hear after 12 years of this shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, the iPhone 8 had just come out, like, not even a couple weeks prior, I think.
Yeah.
And he had one.
Of course he did. And
he had a history of anger issues, and he literally took his phone out, threw it on the floor as hard as he could, cracked the fuck out of it, and then like the battery bounced up and hit me in the knee, and he just looked at me with like, it was half rage and half like depressed distress, and I was like, oh my god, you poor bastard.
I feel for you, man, but that's, you know.
I feel for you.
I feel for you, but that's all I can say.
You need Jesus. I've never said that to anyone. I'm not religious. I'm not religious anymore.
I was never religious. Fuck religion.
It's not so much that I'm not religious, it's that I don't know.
I have a thing called I have my personal beliefs and I'm not gonna fucking push them on anybody.
Exactly.
I don't care enough.
Don't hurt anybody.
Like, I'm not even gonna call myself like Christian or anything. I just have my beliefs and none of them really fall to anything but like, it's kind of Christianity, but like.
I hope you wouldn't call yourself Christian, because your name's Trevor. Step on the switch real quick. That was a funny joke.
Is a joke? Was the joke just because my name's Trevor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like there was like, I'm like, what the fuck is the joke here?
I hope you wouldn't call your.
By the way, I need up.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're also a player.
No shit.
You're also a player. That's right. That's right. This is
wow.
This isn't just me playing the game and you talking to me like last time.
Like we used to, yeah.
Like we used to. Back when we were recording it for my channel.
And that was a disaster.
Yeah, no, those videos never got published.
For a reason.
Yeah, many reasons.
Yeah. Dude.
So anyway, back to K. I'm struggling to not give his real name.
I'll make sure to say K.
So back to him.
It's not that far off, so I get why.
So anyway, this is a story that spans about 4 years, three years, I'll say, of my high school career. So the first year, freshman year, I was in a program that was basically kind of like an offshoot of the high school program that dealt more with group-based work. And so everyone basically had to kind of get all buddy-buddy and get acquainted with each other pretty quickly. Because your group projects weren't going to really fare very well if you didn't.
You know what? Anyway, you know what I did? I just did it myself, and guess what? I got all the credit for it. And guess who got their fucking...
Guess who got their fucking... It was me!
Oh, got their credit. literally all my, like, it was so easy because none of them didn't want to do the work anyway, so I'm like, yeah, just get the fuck out of my project. I'll just do it myself and I'll get, like, an easy A. Get out of here.
That's depressing.
I mean, I don't care. I got an easy A and they didn't, so fuck them.
I mean, that's fair. I've had my fair share of bad partners. K was one of them. We'll get to that. So, back to K.
I remember this. This is gonna be such a fucking...
Yeah, no, it gets good.
It is good.
Back to him. Freshman year, we were in biology class. And one of our projects that we were working on was a presentation on certain, like, genes and cellular... It was a project on cells.
The most fun topic.
The most fun topic. Mitochondria and all that. You know how it is.
Hopefully. Like, this is this is easy biology. If you don't know this, I'm kind of sad for you. Even I know this, and I suck at biology.
Yeah. So we were in the middle of biology class, and we were doing this project on cells. And the way it worked was, since we're all working off of laptops and doing group-based work, my teacher said, hey, I found this really cool website for basically making your own storyboard. It was kind of like...
oh, yeah, I remember that website. Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of, like, Bitmoji, but not cringy.
But, like, actually kind of useful.
Yeah.
It still was kind of cringy, but, like, it was, like, alright, it would actually
It was a good tool. It was a good tool.
Yeah.
And so we had to make stories based on the function of the cell, and we had to present it to the class. It was done in a showroom style where half of the group would stay and present, and the other half would go to the others and take notes and then share them with their teammates. Or actually, I think we might have switched off. We might have switched off and had half present and then the other look, and then we just switched.
Yeah.
So. Kay was one of the people who was walking around and taking a look at all of the projects. But the presentation was being done on his computer. Keep in mind, these are school-issued laptops. We weren't bringing in our personal laptops for this.
Yeah, most schools usually don't let you... Like, if they're going to make you do laptop-based work, it's usually school.
Yeah, because they can install... spyware and shit. They can install...
no, they don't even... they do install... I mean, it's very obvious they install spyware. They make sure you know that.
Yeah, no, keyloggers. I've got so many weird school stories that I have to tell you. And why do all of them revolve around K? God.
I think it's a very storied history.
Yeah. So anyway.
To say the least.
Yeah. So, let's continue.
Yeah.
So, the presentation's being done on his computer. And, he walks away from his desk to go check out the other projects. And my buddy, we're gonna call him, Special K. Because his... I don't think he would mind me giving his name, actually. My buddy Keith. Because I know too many Keiths anyway. My buddy Keith, he is just like, okay, Felix, let's be real. There's something about K that kind of
you're trusting him more than the actual special needs guy, but we'll get to that.
They both had some shit going on. Don't fucking take a level from me. Damn it! I wanted some of that. Some of that, and then the fucking enemies started running in my way like, please kill me.
I thought you said
they're the real Special K.
And I was like, yikes.
Police, kill me. So anyway, okay, where was I? Okay, so Keith's just like, okay, so I've noticed something about K. And, like, his computer habits seem a little strange. He seems a little secretive. So what he does is he goes over. He was one of Kay's group mates. So he was presenting it. And so what he ends up doing is he walks over to Kay's computer. and he opens up the videos folder. And right there in plain sight were 3 videos, all of them clearly labeled, and one of them was a video of a very big lady. It starts off in this dimly lit hotel room, and this guy's like on his knees. And he looks like a war prisoner. He just looks rugged and absolutely not happy to be there. Which, given the circumstances, I don't blame him. He just looks absolutely done with life. So he's on his knees in this dimly lit hotel room, arms behind his back, looking like a war prisoner. And this big lady bends over and backs up in front of him. And just fucking puts her ass in his face and just lets it rip.
I remember this. I'm like, why was he looking up farting porn?
Yeah, no. He became known as the fart porn kid for the next 3 years. So from now on, I'm going to call him fart porn kid because that's a lot more difficult for me to mess up. So, fart porn kid, okay. So Keith plays the video. He plays the video, and he turns the volume up, full blast, which is the second blast that happened.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So he turns the video on full blast, and the entire room goes silent once we hear this absolute unit of a woman just fucking let it rip. Like fucking Beyblades, let it rip, you know? And God, she fucking did. Well, everyone in the classroom hears it except for our teacher. So the classroom goes dead silent. And the teacher just looks around, and I remember the look on her face vividly. She had like, that John Travolta look where he's like looking around.
Why are you guys not doing work?
That's exactly what she said. She was just like, "Hey, what happened? Why'd everyone stop?" Fart porn kid runs over to his computer and slams it shut before the teacher can notice what's happening. And holy shit.
Doesn't he get like off scot-free with that?
He never got caught because over here.
Oh fuck yeah.
He never got caught for that one. But don't worry, there's more.
Yeah. You think this is only the story? Trust me, when I said this is for the forest, I meant the forest. You're gonna go through this.
So, next up, I took your cherry, bitch. You're gonna. I thought you were gonna just blow up. So, all right. God, I get so greedy in this game. I'm sorry, by the way.
No, that's fine. You keep on telling your story.
So, he didn't get caught for that, but like we're all laughing it up. There's like a group of us. This was before I met Nate. Oh, I can turn junk into gold with my potions.
You were talking about that. Like you're like, oh.
This was the year. This was the year before Nate and I met. No, this was like 2 years before Nate and I met. So what
really
ends up happening?
To me, considering how good of friends you guys are.
We bonded over the Smash Bros. 3DS demo that Club Nintendo gave out. We both got codes for it, and like I saw him pull out his 3DS while we were at an assembly, and then I was like, "Are you playing Smash Bros?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" I was like, "I'll kick your ass," and I did. And then and the rest is history.
And it never changed.
It never changed. It never changed.
I like your new attire, by the way.
I look badass. I've never seen a warrior level up.
Now?
Yeah, I think so.
The legend.
The twisted roots of evil. Speaking of twisted roots, let's get back to the story. So,
nice.
All right. So it gets better. So, same year, freshman year, we're in a different class. We're in our English class. It was an English and history joint class. And the teacher, the school basically had this little, like, phrasing system. There were certain phrases that were, yes, universal throughout the school. It was called laptop courtesy. And whenever you heard it, that meant you had to put your laptop screen down to like 3/4 closed. You don't have to close it all the way, so you don't have to sign back in, but you shouldn't be looking at it. Simple. But we also had these high top tables. They were basically about chest level to me, which honestly isn't much of an achievement considering I'm a manlet. But
you're more manlet than I am. We're both manlets.
We're menlets.
Menlets, yeah.
2.5 men.
Let's. All right.
So we're at the high top tables, and it's laptop courtesy. And of course, with high top tables, you need really high chairs. Well, what ends up happening is Fart Porn Kid is watching something on his computer while the teacher's talking about an assignment, and she's like, "Hey, okay, Fart Porn Kid, I need your attention." I wish. God, his legacy. His legacy in that school. I'm going to say this without a hint of irony. He left a stain on the school.
After that fart?
Yeah, no, the fart heard all around the world. So, what ends up happening is she's like, "Hey, I need your attention. Now's not the time to be watching videos. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't be watching videos at all." His earbuds are in. He's not listening. He's straight up ignoring her like an absolute madman. And keep in mind, she's the most intense teacher in the school. So
he's
props.
About to fucking.
God, she's about to stumble on some shit. Nice. Right. So what ends up happening, and this is where it gets good. So she says, "Hey, close your laptop, pay attention to me." So he does for a minute, and then halfway through her speech, he opens it back up again. He puts his earbuds back in, and he's got this stupid, toothy grin as he's like nodding and looking at something intense. You know it's intense with him.
Yeah.
Well, what ends up happening is she notices, and what she does, it's a double wide classroom. It's basically two classrooms put together.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It has this little retractable wall that you can use to separate them if need be.
I had classes like that.
Yeah, so for the people at home, it was one of those. And yeah, so what she does is she goes out the far side door because he's sitting close to the other one with his back to the door. So what ends up happening is she just goes around, sneaks up behind him, and then takes a look at what's on his screen. And she just has that look. She looks around, and she closes his laptop, and she carries it out of the room. And she's like, "Kid, we're going to the office." And like that was the last we had
knows in the room.
He got suspended for like a week, which we didn't see what was on his screen. But I think we know what was on his screen. We probably know what was on his screen.
Yeah, after the first time.
Mama didn't raise no fool. All I'm saying is, it was probably suspect.
Probably. I would say
like
most likely.
Most likely. I'm going to go ahead and say 9 times out of 10, if it smells like fart porn, it's probably fart porn.
That's one hell of a saying.
Yeah, no, everyone knows that saying. You don't know that saying?
I did not until now, Felix. I did not until now.
Well, I'm glad I could teach you on the intricacies of high school lingo. Alright, so he gets suspended for a week. No other incidents, right? Too good to be true, right? Well, what ends up happening, this poor fucker.
Are you really going to say that about him?
The next year.
We're in second year now of high school.
We're in sophomore year.
Yes.
And we're still in this program. We still got laptops. For whatever reason, they decided to give him back a laptop. And of course, these are laptops that you can take home.
Ooh,
so you can do your homework at home. You can do your homework at home
like
because it's homework.
If he's doing any homework at home. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, no.
He's doing some homework, but it ain't no homework.
He's putting in work on something.
Continue.
He's exercising that wrist.
continue.
God. So, all right. So, what ends up happening? It's sophomore year. All right, and a lot of the stories from now on are going to be revolved around sophomore year. As a matter of fact, I think this might have been just a 2-year-long thing instead of a 3-year-long thing.
We'll see.
So, sophomore year, we're in our English and history class again. And we have other teachers because, of course, it's a school.
Yeah.
So, what ends up happening is we get put into this project where everyone has to do research and basically present like a court case. And then they have to do their research on it and determine if they, using the evidence that they can find, whether the party is guilty or not. It's
by the way, just to make sure this is not the same teacher as last year, so they have no idea like who this kid is.
They've heard stories, I think.
They've heard the stories, but they weren't
if
sure it was going to happen again.
All the teachers in that program are pretty close. They are they're basically like the Megabuster squad of teaching.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
that's an awful resemblance to us, but you know.
No, they're the Megabuster squad of teaching. We're the Megabuster squad of shitposting.
Yeah. Okay.
You too can be a Megabuster squaddie if you want. Just do something you're good at, and then fuck it up royally.
Form a coalition and just fuck everything up.
Form a coalition. Form a union. Demand rights.
Now we are.
So anyway,
empty, and I have gold stuff now. Continue.
Let's hear what you are.
Oh yeah. Captain. Damn!
Nice, Captain Trevor of the
I
Guard.
know what I am now. I'm a big bearded Jack Sparrow. Let's go.
No, you're not, but okay.
I'm knight form with a big beard. Don't fucking ruin this.
I'm a big bearded Jack Sparrow. If Jack Sparrow were short and stubby and wore knight gear instead of pirate gear, and also carried an axe, and also didn't drink, and also didn't put all of his friends in danger, and was also fighting for the right causes.
So realistically, Jack Sparrow and just
actually, Jack Sparrow was fighting for the right causes. We didn't realize that until after the fact, but yeah, he was pretty cool. When they say you're the worst pirate, they mean because he's a good pirate.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So anyway, so we're doing this project and we're doing our research. We're in the research phase right now. And so everyone, including Fart Porn Kid, has to do their research. And he doesn't like this. At this point, he was on a Dragon Ball Z kick. And he spent literally all of his time in class on the Dragon Ball Z wiki. I think he was basically trying to read up. To be fair,
I feel like you got to that phase like afterwards, or was it before?
Yo, you mean me?
Yeah, like
I was always in a Dragon Ball Z kick, and I like to browse the wiki from every now and then because I think it's interesting to kind of read up on some of the like more obscure stuff.
Yeah, but like he was in full force Dragon Ball Z.
Full force. Listen, there's a time and a place for the Dragon Ball Z wiki. I can't find it yet, but there's a time and a place.
Home.
I don't know.
At your own house, honestly, the road when you're busy and you just want to do something.
I think the best time for the Dragon Ball Z wiki is specifically at conventions. You have to read up on what they're cosplaying. Oh, so your name is, Trunks. Ah.
Oh, so you're that blue-haired chick that's kinda hot. I don't know her name. I'll be honest. I think it starts with a B. Oh,
Bulma.
Yeah, Bulma. See, I knew it started with a B.
So you're the short dude with anger problems, right? Felix? So, anyway.
I mean, you're short, but I'm not sure about anger problems.
I used to have anger problems when I was in elementary school. That was weird. Do you know how weird it is to say that?
You know what? I was very shy as a kid. And I feel like that is surprising now. I feel like that's just how we grew up.
I was shy and awkward, but then, like, certain things would happen that would just turn me into an asshole. And I think the same can be said of now.
But not
no. The same can be said of now. But like,
okay, but at least you're like I'm
a compassionate asshole. I'm a
very asshole.
Trevor, I'm a very tender asshole.
I'm not sure that's a thing, but I'll let you have it, I guess.
You better let it slide.
Okay, go back to your story. I'm sorry for ruining it again.
No, I'm sorry for ruining your story, Felix. Yeah, I bet you are. Anyway, so we're in the research phase right now, and he's not doing any work. He's on the Dragon Ball Z wiki, and he's just looking up weird shit. But
I guarantee he was looking up some Dragon Ball Z porn just to
I'm
really
not
get
surprised.
I wouldn't. Just get immersed in that lore, though. Not the sexual. Just
so you
really
mean to tell me Vegeta has
lore,
7 inches?
Like lore in that backstory. Oh, that plot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that plot was thickening. I regret saying everything.
I regret even thinking that was funny. I mean, it was, but like, yikes.
Anyway, so he was partnered up with 2 girls.
Yeah.
Both of them were really cute, really popular. Really cute, really popular. They were pretty close friends. And what ends up happening is they start getting mad at him because he's not doing his work. So they.
By the way, if you thought the fart porn was the top tier of this, oh, you do not know this kid. Trust me.
All right. Nice. Okay, come over here and grab this meat. And also eat.
Eat.
So, anyway. I can't believe you've actually surpassed me in levels because you've gotten every single Black Death this entire session.
I'm catching up.
You've surpassed me.
I'm caught up.
But that's okay.
I'm now proceeding.
That's okay. I have more health than you.
But yeah, trust me, Fartboard Kid gets worse.
It gets worse. So, they're getting mad at him because he's not doing his work, which is understandable. You would probably react the same way because, let's be real, fuck this guy.
I mean, I will react to anybody.
Don't run into the door, by the way. Well, actually, it don't really matter because we already have all the feathers we need. So, the teacher comes over and is just trying to mediate the situation.
Yeah, we gotta do it anyways, just because we're showing off all the things.
Yeah. So, teacher comes over, like, sneaks up behind him, basically, and sees what's on his screen. Like, they're like, he's distracted. We don't know what he's doing, but... We know it can't be anything good because it's him. Put on a speed boost if you have one.
Yikes. I don't want to put it out.
Nah, it's fine. We're pretty quick. We're over-leveled. And I busted a whole fucking nut over speed when we beat the Plague Fiend, so I'm good.
Oh, shit.
Until this happens.
You got it. Go that side, yeah. Extend back here. Or just go down.
We did it. We unlocked the secret character. I'm pretty sure we already unlocked that one. Because this one was the easiest one.
This one pretty easy, yeah.
Well, actually, nah, because we had to scrap the recording. Never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to show you guys graphic. Continue.
Hooray, we did it. So, sneaks up behind him. Teacher sneaks up behind him, takes a look at his screen. He is literally photoshopping porn with their pictures.
By the way, I'm going to guess, I actually don't remember this. Did he take the pictures with his phone? Phone?
No, he went on their Facebook and then... The laptops came equipped with Photoshop. Like a really shitty Photoshop. Like
Why?
Photoshop Lite.
What is fucking wrong with this school?
What do you mean?
Yes, let's give kids Photoshop.
Keep in mind,
that's not gonna cause any problems.
We had graphic design classes.
Oh, and Photoshop's supposed to fucking help bite me.
What is the entire purpose of Photoshop if not graphic design? The designing of graphic.
Photoshop is fine. You said Facebook.
No. No, here's the thing. Facebook was blocked, but there was a workaround for the firewall.
Oh, okay. So that was, you see, if you would have said that, I would have been like, okay.
Facebook was blocked, but someone found a workaround for the firewall, and he got his grubby little paws on it.
Nice way of saying it.
His nasty little meat hooks.
I think we gotta go back.
Yeah, we gotta go back. Yeah, that happened. So he's on Facebook. He's downloading pictures off of their wall and then photoshopping porn of them. And it's, first things first, terrifying. Okay, we gotta go down here.
Oh, yeah. I forgot this is I mean, to be fair, you would not expect this to be an elevator.
Nah, I can basically tell. Because, like, it...
Again, you played this game, though.
Well, on top of that, you notice how some things have, like, seams that are, like, really noticeable?
Yeah, but I was still not noticing, honestly. Like, the shit like that gets away from me.
Maybe that helmet's in your way. Captain my ass.
Hey, I never said I was a good captain.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Damn, okay.
I think, okay, that switch we activated, I think, is like a time release.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I think you actually told me that or something.
Let's head back. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's right. This happened to us the other time.
Yeah, this actually happened last time because we were still,
that's the second time the game has pranked us.
Dude, it's
all right, let's go back and get that, that thing.
Oh, this raised up. Okay.
Hooray, we did it. More money. Loads of money. We gotta play Killing Floor.
Yeah, we need to get people to play with us, though. How
Amber.
many MBS actually have it? Me, you, Randall, I think Adam might. Amber has it. She needs to put on her new PC, though. Her,
well, I mean, she has it on...
decent PC, but she has not... Have you talked to her about that or no?
What?
I want to know. The graphics thing.
Oh, no, we figured it out.
She has a graphics card.
Well, she should. 1050 Ti. I can talk to her later on.
Okay. Yeah,
anyway. Yeah, anyway. So he's photoshopping porn of them. And my teacher just, like, once again, like a reminder from freshman year, closes the laptop, folds it up underneath his arm, and says, "We're not doing this again."
So he knew.
Yeah, no, he knew the story. And he takes him down to the office. He gets suspended for 2 weeks this time, and his laptop rights have been revoked. So now he has to do all of the work on his phone, which I almost think is an even worse idea.
Yeah, with
There's
no restrictions.
You can't put the school's firewall on the phone. Because he's got
that,
service.
He has no restrictions on the phone. You just go to, like, Windows or, like, not Windows, Google and shit, instead of their shitty OS.
Exactly. Exactly, because, two are sucking each other off.
I'm sucking his ass.
Yeah, you're sucking his ass from the front. Very dexterous.
Man, yeah, I know.
Dark Souls, dexterity, 99. So, what we got going on is he gets his laptop rights revoked, and what they end up doing is they're like, okay, you're going to have to do all of the work from your phone for the rest of the year. All right? Pretty simple stuff. How can you possibly screw this up, right?
Oh, no, he finds a way to screw it up.
It gets worse because he's still on the Dragon Ball Z wiki, and at this point the teacher says, hey, listen, I want you guys to have him in your group. This is when he gets put in my group.
Poor bastard.
You might want to grab these apples before I do.
Fair enough.
So he gets put in my group because the teacher trusts us to do all the work. And so he literally says, all right. He says, all right, I need you guys to basically just carry him through the rest of the year because if he does not pass, we will have to put up with him again. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Okay, here's the problem with that, though. I like how schools are just like, you know what? Fuck this kid. We never want him again. Let's just pass him. Instead of just, you know what? Fuck him. He's not getting a high school degree.
And it worked out okay for like a couple days. He was doing some research. It was really poorly done research because he wasn't putting any effort into it, of course.
But he was at least trying, which is...
No, he wasn't even trying. He was just finding like the first link. He would look up
okay, more effort than he was before. So
yeah, listen, that's not a high merit. That's not a high merit.
Slight progress.
Yeah, fuck it. I feel like we're forgetting something, but it's not important because there wasn't anything in this level anyway, aside from the secret.
Yeah.
So anyway, he gets put in our group, and we're doing the work for a little while. But he's still on the Dragon Ball Z wiki, and so we are getting really fed up with him. Like, hey, put the fucking wiki away, do some work. We have a Google Doc open. Put your links in there. I swear to God, we will disown you. We will let you get held back. I'll be real with you, dude.
Like, please don't.
God. Well, we're constantly just like, dude, do the fucking work. What level were we just on?
3? 4. Let's go on 4.
Yeah. Yeah, we were on 4. We're on 4 now. Okay, so I'm losing track because of this fucking story.
No, I just honestly, some of these levels merge together in my head. Continue.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, he's not doing his work, and we're getting mad at him, so we're telling him to do some work, right? Pretty normal stuff. He starts getting really aggressive with myself and another Keith. He's not talking shit about the girl because he likes her. So this is already a recipe for disaster. And while he's on the Dragon Ball Z wiki, he looks at her and he says, "Hey, if we had kids, would we name them Kami or Piccolo?" Exactly like that.
And I guarantee you the chick's like, I don't neither of those names.
She
says,
would
I ever have your kid.
She says, well, we call them neither because I would never have kids with you.
Fair.
And he's like, okay, the first time he asked if we could name him Kami, right? She's like, no, I don't like you. I don't like you at all, as a matter of fact. Please stop talking to me and do some work. Like 10 minutes later, he's looking through the wiki again, and he's like, well, what about Piccolo? And I'm like, oh, God.
So it's gonna be this shit.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, you should have expected it, but like,
yeah,
God damn
pretty much. She said she's getting more frustrated with him. No, we're not gonna call him anything because we're never gonna have kids. Get it through your head.
I bet you they actually have kids together, just like as some twisted form of like irony. Probably not gonna happen, but that'd be kind of funny.
I think she was a lesbian, so. I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't spoken to her in a long time. I wonder if she remembers all this. Maybe I should get in touch with her.
Do you actually know who she is?
Of course.
Ah, that's awesome. Dude, that'd be really funny if you actually ask her about it and she's like, oh, fuck that guy.
I can get in touch with both Keats in this story. I can get in touch with my buddy Phil. You know Phil.
Oh, yeah,
I can get in touch with Nate. Nate knows the story.
The original MBS members, specifically Phil, who did not
Phil
want
and
to do
Nate.
this anymore. And then Nate's like, yeah, I guess I'll just keep doing this.
Phil was honestly never really into the idea of it. He's not much of an entertainer when it comes to that. Like, he's really funny on his own, but he doesn't like being put on the spot.
That's fair.
So yeah, no. I tried to get him in on this when we started doing it again. He was just like, no, I don't think it's my style. And that's fair.
Hey man, that's fair.
We love you, Phil.
Yeah,
we love you, Phil.
You might not be on this show. We might trash you once because we love you.
No, I would talk shit about him.
We'll talk shit about all of our friends because we love them. It's just how we are as a family.
How we show love.
Yeah, as a family.
So anyway,
quote unquote.
Yeah, I can get in touch with everyone involved in this story and be like, "Hey, do you remember all this?" And they'll probably
remember.
Oh God, everyone would remember. No, he like I said, he left a stain that the school was never gonna wash that out.
The stain of
the skid marks on the underwear of education. That's exactly what it was.
Poor kid, the state of... I forgot what school it is, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, we're not going to drop the school name.
Yeah, for better.
So anyway. So he's like, what about Kami? What about Piccolo? And she's like, no, I'm not interested in you at all. Please stop talking to me. If you talk to me again, I'm going to call the police. She didn't say that, but I wish she would have.
I guarantee she would have, though. At school.
God, we had an officer on staff at school. All she had to do was go down to the office. So, anyway, 20 minutes pass, right? She tells him to go back to work. 20 minutes pass. And then, like clockwork, he cranes his head up, his abnormally long neck. And he cranes his head up, and he looks at her, and we can already tell something stupid's about to come out of his mouth, because it always does. It always does. Without fail. So anyway, he says, "What about Kamikalo?" And
I'm not even surprised.
My God, Keith had it. He starts yelling at him. I start yelling at him. Our friend starts yelling at him. Everyone starts yelling at him, and then like the moment I chimed in, he took a special exception to that for some reason.
He did not like
Keith. No, Keith was saying the harsh shit. I was just telling him to shut the fuck up and do some work for once. And he took great exception to that. And he started to threaten to kill me. He jumped up and started screaming that he was going to kill me. And like he was holding a pencil to me. And I was like, go ahead, do it, please. I want to go home.
I want to end my life as it is. You're not gonna
go ahead. It'll hurt you more than it hurts me. Because you're going to have to live with it. Well, teacher comes up, breaks it up, right? I don't get in trouble at all.
Of course you don't. You shouldn't.
Because I shouldn't, because I was telling him to do his work in a harsh way, yes, but in a way.
And honestly, they'll probably favor you more than the kid who watches.
Oh no, trust me. I wasn't necessarily a teacher. Honestly, the majority of the kids in school were teachers' pets, mostly because the teachers got along with the students. The teachers were pretty hip.
I'll be honest.
It was a really good environment.
I would not say I'm a teacher's pet, but I actually did get along with all my teachers for the most part.
Yeah, no, like I was pretty close friends with the majority of my teachers.
Not friends, but I got along with them.
No, we were all a pretty tight-knit group. Keith and I, the Keith in this part of the story and I had a rocky history. We weren't the best of friends in middle school. We were pretty fucking nasty towards each other. We didn't start becoming friends until the fart porn kid brought us together, basically. And like just a year earlier, I punched him in the jaw. Just a year sooner, I had punched Keith in the jaw. Good times. No, we had like, God, it was just so fucking vitriolic, this entire thing.
But again, a common enemy brings us together.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and that's exactly what happened, and I'd say we're on pretty good terms. I haven't spoken to him in years, but that's okay, because the only people I really speak to outside of high school are Phil, Nate, Destiny, and that's realistically all that matters to me at the moment.
Yeah.
But that's
and
okay.
all the people you're going to ask about the story just for the memes.
Oh, I'm probably not going to ask them. Why would I?
Please, that'd be great.
Why would I bring up old shit like that? What do I look like?
I would put fucking quotes on the screen just for you if you did that.
Maybe.
It would be a pleasure, Felix.
We'll see. So, all right. So we're all yelling at him, and he threatens to kill me. Fight gets broken up. The teacher at this point says, honestly, if you two had actually gotten into a fight, I probably would have gotten really aggressive breaking it up. I'm like, holy shit! Because he did a punching motion. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Okay, fine. I'm like, alright, okay. That's cool. Like, he's got my back. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool.
I've never thought a teacher would do that, but
no, that was just as surprising to me, because I'm like, you would lose your job over this?
He's like, this is abuse of a child, but honestly, I dig it.
God, okay, if we had ever gotten into a fight, I wish he would have come in with like the RKO. Out of nowhere.
Dude, did you hear about the kid that actually tried to fucking RKO his principal?
No. Oh, I saw the headline, but I didn't read it yet.
Dude, fucking funniest thing. Why?
I'm gonna have to look back on it.
Continue.
So, yeah, continue. So anyway, It just gets better and better. So he gets suspended for like a week, right? Threatening to kill another student. Pretty serious offense. Only a week, I know.
But okay, here's the problem though. He hasn't like done that before, but he's had multiple offenses before that are not okay in a school environment. Gets suspended for more than 2 weeks last time, only a week this time. Pretty poor judgment, I would say.
I don't really understand their system for doing things, but he got suspended. He left me alone after that, so that was cool. He just stopped talking to me entirely. He totally gave up. I think it's back here. Totally gave up on messing with any of us. He just sat there. We let him hang out on the Dragon Ball Z wiki. Just do his thing, you know. Just have fun, you know.
You're about as worthless as can be, but whatever.
Like, fuck him up. GG. We'll talk to you later. So we do the project. Everything goes alright. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's time for final exams.
Woohoo! Okay.
And what ends up happening is he gets a laptop back because the software that we were using to do our studying wasn't compatible with his phone. So he gets a laptop back, but he can only use it at school. Well, that doesn't...
and probably under very scrutinous eyes of the teachers.
Not even.
Okay.
That would be too good to be true. So what ends up happening is he fucking... We break up the class, because again, it's a joint class in a double-wide classroom, so what we end up doing...
honestly, at this point, you should be expecting what's about to happen. I don't remember this part, but I think I do, and I think it's... I think I might remember it. I forget.
Give it just one moment, and I think you will. Okay. So, we break up the classroom and we go to 2 separate rooms, okay? Mm-hmm. We got the English half, and then we have the history half, and it's blocked. It's done based off of last names. So his last name's in the first half of the alphabet, and so is my friend. So is another friend of mine. And this guy, we're going to call him T. He ends up...
Not me, by the way.
Yeah,
I never went to a school.
Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, we're going to call him Trevor for the story. Okay. So, your boy Trevor is sitting behind the fart porn kid and sees what's on his laptop. The English portion of the studying doesn't require a laptop, by the way. So he brought his laptop with him, and he wasn't supposed to, basically. Pretty simple. No one was really surprised. He's trying to use his laptop, and the teacher says, "Hey, if you ignore me, I'm just going to keep going on without you, and you can fail." Because she warned him to put his laptop away 5 times over the course of the class, and it just did not work. So, you know.
Like, just say, yeah, you can fucking fail. Who cares?
Are you ready to start screaming again?
Yeah, probably. Okay, yeah, by the way, we both hate spiders. I think it's very well known.
Yeah, we're both would you consider yourself arachnophobic?
Kind of, yes.
Because I for sure am. I've been trying to break it. I've been trying to break it by...
I can't break it. It's just, it's fucked, man. I hate it.
I've been trying to break it by watching videos from this channel called Tier Zoo. And he basically just takes...
I know what yours is. Fucking,
yeah,
by the way, fantastic channel.
Fantastic channel. Absolutely love it.
Subscribe to them. He does a lot of work. He's awesome.
The production value, I would say, isn't the highest, but
have you seen some of the recent videos? Like, they're
maybe not. Maybe not.
High production now.
I'll have to take a look. I started off. I don't watch them in any sequential order.
Okay.
But what ended up happening, like I'm trying to break my arachnophobia by watching videos, and fun fact, it's not working. What messes with me most, I hate it when spiders move quickly.
By the way, this spider moves quickly, like that. Specifically like that, and I screamed like twice when that happened.
Yeah, no.
I think I'm fine now, but I hate it.
No, once she starts going for you, you're gonna realize just
I'll probably scream, yeah. I'll probably scream. Oh yeah, continue.
So anyway, yeah, I'm trying to break my arachnophobic habit by just watching videos, and like I watched his spider tier list video, and it was incredible. It was really interesting to see where the regard for certain spider breeds falls, but
yeah,
I hate their legs, I hate the way they move, and I hate their faces most of all. And
at least she does not have that face, so I'll give her that. She has one up.
Honestly, I don't like this face either, because she's looking pretty angular. She's looking like her.
It's not. Oh god.
She looks like someone's babushka.
Babushka.
Yeah. God, that whip has some fucking range.
Get fucked, Pojo.
You know what? I'm Pojo.
We're both
Chicken gang.
Gang. Oh fuck. Run away! Run away! Okay, continue the story, by the way.
So, alright, so Trevor's sitting behind him, and he sees what's on his computer screen. He sees his search history, because he likes to have his resolution, well, his zoom on his browser blown way the fuck up for some reason.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and what ends up happening, he sees fart porn, twerking porn, cheerleader porn, all of that, tentacle porn, hentai, all of it just right there in the, right there in his Google browser.
I have seen all of this, yes. I can tell you from experience, I know this. Can I? No, but we're keeping with this gimmick, so continue.
Well, yeah. So, that was fun. And so, Trevor walks down to the principal's office, and he basically just says, here's the thing that's going on right now, you might want to be aware.
Yeah.
And a third time! Third fucking time, okay? Third time, someone walks in, closes his laptop, puts it under their arms, and just walks out. We're going to the office. Third time.
And?
He gets kicked out of the program. Just taking a drink. He gets kicked out of the program. So now he's back in the normal high school that doesn't use laptops and doesn't do group-based work. So now his education is dependent entirely on him. Good riddance. A year later, I was at the park, and he walked up to me and started to talk to me as if we were friends. And I was like, huh, I don't remember that part of the story. I don't remember that part of the story. It must not have happened.
Because it didn't.
I'm just dumping all of this into speed. I might have maxed out speed. If not, I'm really close to it. So
you have to finish the story up.
No, that's pretty much the end of the story.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have any closing thoughts on my boy K?
Fuck him. If he ever tries to talk to me again, I'm just gonna walk away from him again. I ran into him multiple times the next year. I ran into him multiple times the next year.
Oh.
Press start.
Pressing start.
Well, let it finish saving.
Save.
So, I ran into him multiple times, and it fucks with me that every single time I run into him, he tries to act like we're friends. Like, he was 17, and we were at the library. I was hanging out with some friends, and he walks up, and he's like, hey, you want a Black Clover cigarette? And I'm like, what? No. Stop, please. Anyway, let's show off where we're going next while I finish this up.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the entire thing is just really frustrating to think about. Look at how fucking fast I am.
Isn't over here? Yeah, we could cross over.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So.
Don't worry, I'll catch up to you.
Yeah.
Alright, we're not going there yet. That's the last place we're going to be going.
Oh, yeah, it warps all the way around. That's so weird.
Yeah, it wraps around, because the tower's a tower shape.
Fucky.
We're going here.
Desert, everybody.
Stardust Crusaders. We're going to Egypt.
Sands of time, everybody. Sands of time. Now
So,
finish your story.
Yeah, no, he was just like, you want some Black Clover cigarettes? And I'm like, what? Like, he just had this, like, heavy southern accent, like, hey, you want some Black Clover cigarettes? Hey, hey!
By the way, I'm from the South, and nobody talks like that in my state, at least. So he is just a phony.
He's a phony. Well, yeah, Missouri, yeah. Yeah. It's fucking terrible. I hate him so much, and I hope I never have to see him again.
Anyways,
please end the video. I'm getting angry.
By the way, I'm going to call this video the story of K. So
yeah,
but I have some fun ideas for this episode already. I'll get back to you on that one. I kind of have some fun ideas for this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Next time we're going to be going to the sand place. I forgot the name. Desert, whatever.
The Desert Realm.
Desert Realm, Sands of Time. Fuck it.
Darude Sandstorm.
Darude Sandstorm. By the way, did you know they actually performed at an esports arena?
Excuse me?
Yes. You want to know how over that went? Not.
How over that went? Not.
They were fucking silent.
Nice. So anyway, I'm done with my story. And quite frankly, I'm done stalking.
Yeah, fuck. We're not gonna say his name, but trust me, you know who he is.
We know you're
ever
out
watches
there.
this video, somehow, if he ever watches this video, yikes, kid, you gotta get your fucking life together, buddy.
You need to stop. You need.
I
haven't seen you in a long time. Please tell me you're not still like this.
Please, because then you might have some redeemable factors. But as right now, you're still the fart porn kid, and you always will be. You'll be the guy that photoshopped faces onto women, photoshopped your classmates' faces onto naked bodies,
Trevor,
and you did other shit.
Trevor.
Fuck you.
Trevor.
Yes.
Trevor. End the video. I want to eat.
Okay.
I want to eat. It's been an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I want to eat.
This is about to be an hour episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys like this story, of course. See you guys.
Thank you
time.
and goodbye. Fucking hell.